My name is Insaf Ayana Isaacs, and I am the Recruitment and Peer Mentor Officer of the MasterCard Foundation Scholars Program at UCT. It's almost time for you to submit your scholarship applications, and so I figured it might be helpful to take a slightly different approach in providing you with useful information that will help you present yourself, shall I say, as an investment with a focused vision in a way that allows you to rest easy that you've put your best foot forward. There are 2 podcasts, importantly, on YouTube that you can access, and I will email you a link to that if you are on our mailing list. And if you aren't on our mailing lists, I will add a little blurb with the details below so that you can check that out. The previous 2 sessions we've spoken about presenting yourself as an investment, and we focused specifically on the CV and what information should be prioritized in the CV, the layout of the information, and orienting your assessor in building a picture of yourself, a picture that presents you as an investment. Then we focused, yesterday we spoke about focusing your vision. And the vision that we are referring to, or the vision that I'm referring to, is your vision for yourself. What type of quality of life do you see yourself living 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now? And working backwards. And in some ways, hopefully, it will lead to the type of thinking that we will make decisions today that our future selves will be thankful for. So today is just a quick check-in to reflect and hit pause and take a moment to consider the process that your application would go through. Your application would typically, a scholarship application would typically be presented to some kind of a board of people, most likely senior ranking individuals. We are talking about scholarship opportunities or a bursary, whatever it is that you may be applying for. In this context, we are referring to a MasterCard Foundation scholarship application to UCT. Try and be mindful of the fact that you are, whatever image will be created of you, of yourself, of your story, of your journey, of your aspirations, will be guided by what you put in your scholarship application. So, if you are making a claim about a particular experience, about a particular skill, about something important to you, imagine just for a second that you are in the position of the assessor, of the decision maker in terms of who will be awarded a scholarship. If candidate A presents a list of qualities, skills, and aspirations without any individual vouching for that person through a character reference or an academic reference, versus someone who lists qualities, attributes, aspirations with testimonials from the people that they've worked with, I leave it to you to decide who you would view more favorably. The candidate who speaks from their own viewpoint exclusively versus someone who speaks from the viewpoint and can back it up with a testimonial from a teacher, from a principal, from a community leader, from a religious leader, from a cultural leader, from their peers who have worked with them and who can vouch for the type of leader that they are. By now, I assume you would know that the theme of the MasterCard Foundation Scholars Program is transformative leadership. And we do not apologize for identifying and pursuing an individual who meets certain selection criteria. And whether you are applying for an undergraduate opportunity or a postgraduate opportunity, the requirements are neatly contained in an application guidelines document, which you will find on our website, our program website. And that website is www.m for mother, C for cat, F for fire, S for sugar, P for power, so it's www.mcfsp.uct.ac.za. You'll find the documentation that you would need if you haven't yet accessed the website. Alternatively, you can email us, and the email address you'll find on the website as well. The easiest option is just to hit Google UCT MCF and the link should appear. So we don't have much time, and so I don't want to take up much of your time. And so I wanted to just take a moment to focus on the importance of selecting your academic referee. Typically, when applying for an opportunity, the institution or the organization will ask for some kind of a testimonial or reference from someone. That someone could be in the space, that was someone that has taught, supervised you in the past few years. A good benchmark would be 2. However, if you have been out of the schooling system for an extended period of time, please reach out to us so that we can guide you in terms of presenting information that presents a fair picture. A fair picture of your situation and of yourself. So in the MasterCard space, we require, very importantly, 2 academic referee reports. Not 1, but 2. At least 2 academic referee reports. These academic referees will speak to certain attributes, ideally. Attributes that they have observed in the interaction with you, inside and outside of the classroom, and vouch for you. Vouch for you that you should be the candidate that the scholarship program selects. And that isn't something that you can engineer. It is something that is established. It's a rapport that you establish with someone over a period of time. And hopefully, you would have a good relationship at this point with academics, be it a teacher at your school, a university supervisor, a co-supervisor, who knows. But please, these academic referees will be articulating a picture of you that will inform your scholarship application, or the decision about your scholarship application. So be mindful of that. Try and approach them personally. If your emails aren't being responded to, people are busy, they've got a lot to do, and you wouldn't want to be someone that is approaching your academic referee as a requirement for a scholarship application on the deadline of the scholarship application or the day before. Today is the 29th. If you haven't done so yet, please make an effort to go and see them personally, and I'd recommend you apologize for only coming to them at this point in time. Sometimes circumstances are beyond your control. This might be the first time that you are hearing about the MasterCard Foundation scholarship opportunity at UCT. Therefore, you're only able to act now. Whatever the reason, please check in with your academic referees because they are extremely important. Another piece of advice is consider getting a character reference from someone who assisted you or supported you or who you supported during co or extracurricular activities. Your extracurricular activities would be beyond the classroom type of activities that are not necessarily related to what you are studying. Some examples for someone at high school would be volunteering at an animal shelter, volunteering at a community radio station. An example of a co-curricular activity for someone, say, studying law at a university would be offering some of their time at a local law clinic and building their skill set in that way. So, honor at the very least. I'd recommend honor at the very least the requirements of the program. However, if there's an opportunity to clarify your story, to paint a clearer picture without overwhelming your assessor with lots of information, please consider getting a character reference or 2, just to cement your story in the eyes of the assessor. And in approaching an academic referee, or a character reference, someone that you'd want for a character reference, be as honest as possible. You are inviting someone into a space where they are going to vouch for you. And if I were to be approached by someone who, say, wanted a character reference, I'm going to be influenced, I may be influenced by the manner in which they approach me. And one of the key considerations, one of the key considerations for an individual who is approaching me for a character reference, asking me to vouch for them, is the kind of individual who will get a good reference if they have a clear focus. If they are someone who has a sense of self-awareness, has a sense of awareness of their limitations, and understands their circumstances, and understands in the way that they approach me that this is an opportunity that they need to be, in order to pursue this opportunity, they need my support. So asking or inviting someone to be a referee in support of your scholarship application should not be taken for granted. Let them write a letter if they feel they want to write a letter. Do not deter them. If they are going to go that route, please encourage them to put it on an official letterhead, date and time, time stamp it and sign it as well. Yes to approaching a referee personally if you are by the means to. Yes, clarifying honestly the reason that you are approaching the referee. Give them a sense of where you are at and what the scholarship opportunity may do for you if you were to be awarded, by sharing certain aspects of your vision or your vision in its entirety, depending on the time of your referee. Yes, to communicating with them clearly how they can go about submitting the academic referee report, and being respectful of a decision of a referee who may agree to be to support you in submitting your scholarship application. But beyond that, if they want to submit it directly, please clarify the steps for them and all of this information is neatly contained in your scholarship application guidelines. And if you haven't spoken to your potential academic referees or possible character referees, try not to frighten them off with just an email or a phone call in a state of panic. Just take a deep breath, clarify your focus, get yourself to understand the situation as best as you can, and when you approach mindfully with a sense of self-awareness and what this opportunity means to you, guide and orient your academic referee. At the end of the day, this opportunity, the program, the invitation to walk this journey with the MasterCard Foundation has been described as life-changing. And it would be unfortunate that a deserving candidate such as yourself be denied an opportunity because an academic referee didn't understand you clearly. As a leader, I would imagine that communicating clearly is an ability that you are busy refining. And the quality of your academic referee report will show. So, on that note, build bridges, reconnect with your academic referees, explain to them the situation, share with them a bit of your vision if that's what's needed. Check in with them if you've already approached them to submit an academic referee report, just to check in with them. It's the 29th, the deadline is the 31st of August. Were you able to submit an academic referee report? Is there anything I need to do to assist the process? Those are, for some referees, that is perfectly fine, but it would depend on your relationship with your academic referee as well. So take stock of where you're at. If your referee wants to submit the report directly, fine. Orient your academic referee, and don't be shy to submit a character reference or two. If you have been involved in activities that have been uplifting your community, ask the person's permission beforehand and get them to sign off the letter and put a date to it as well. That's all for now. Good luck with finalizing your scholarship application process. I hope that this has been a helpful sharing or presentation of information. The colleagues are extremely busy, and so please bear with us as we are trying to get through all the queries within a 24 to 48 hour turnover time. So that's all from me, Miss Insaf Ayana Isaacs from the MasterCard UCT team. Good luck, and take care.